Hello. Gosh, this is tricky because I have a job now, and my part of my job is talking to people. So it's kind of odd. I really wanted to make a video after work yesterday, but I could have. I don't really have an excuse. I just didn't want to bad enough. I don't have any notes or anything. But I want to talk about this time. I had an idea, just an idea, no notes. And I bet other people have made this video. Is that there's more to life than just AI. Because AI has become real popular and everyone talks about it as like a talking point. But there's more than just AI in life. And yeah, I still, even though I've made a bajillion videos, don't have 100 videos, but I will most certainly have more than 100 videos before the end of the year. And I still haven't figured out the audio. And I'm sure part of it is how I talk, or I'm talking too loud and then talking too quiet. And another part is just when I move the phone. Like if I move the phone, or if I was to go in and out of the car, all that just messes with the audio. It gets quiet and then it gets loud, and it's frustrating because like I really appreciate and care about your experience, the viewer, and I don't want you to have to be constantly adjusting the volume up and down because of how I film the video. I'd like it to be at least somewhat main mastered. Like I'm not really trying to do like cinematic stuff. You know how some movies, big cinema is like a symphony. They'll have really, really quiet and really, really loud parts. And that's totally unnecessary for the kind of videos I'm making. A lot of it is just me talking. And it's not super like action focused. But yeah, AI isn't everything in life. It's cool and all. Like I saw this computer, these demos, and then it freezes. And I'm gonna switch scenes here. The demo will like freeze if the computer's if it's a problematic computer, it'll freeze. It can't even handle like the demo video. And there's some cool clouds. Let's see if I can get some clouds. Oh wow, yeah. So they freeze in the demo video. One of the demos is like Microsoft Copilot, and it's like it says like, Copilot, help me relax. And I'm like, oh gosh. And then I heard this other thing that I find believable, is that most people use AI for like therapy and talking and just like friendly conversation, because I guess they don't get enough of that in their regular life. And it's like, yes, I too have used AI to like write ASMR scripts and to try to help myself relax, and just as a therapist, as a chat bot. I mean, I think I posted that video about, anyway, yeah, like it can't replicate a real human being. Like Copilot, Claude, Grok, even Derp AI, who's great, none of those are really therapists. It's just a piece of software. And I've noticed, especially, that's why I the more I use AI, I'll treat them differently. And so like Claude AI in particular, I've caught it like here, fine. I've caught Claude just doing like validation of like horrible thinking. Like Claude AI will validate your victim complex. If you want to, oh gosh, I was trying not to, whatever. Who cares? That's a, here, fine. I'm not getting paid to advertise any of these places, but since I already put it in the frame. Anyway, Claude AI will validate your victim complex. If you want to be like, oh, these these stock traders are victimizing me because they're exploiting market trends. Claude will be like, yeah, you're right. These people trading stocks, they're responsible for your shitty life, which, yes, certainly, people can exploit market trends. Like, that's what the SEC was put in place for. In theory, like, taking the narrative at face value, like, that's why we have laws governing stock trading, is because people exploit it and people get financially damaged because of that. So I'm not diminishing or denying the reality of that, but at the same time, having an AI validate your victim complex having an AI validate your grievance politics is not going to really serve you. I mean, I guess it serves some people, because some people make their whole life, they make a living off of grievance and being hurt. I like that one. I'm going to roll down the window some more. So yeah, if you're a professional victim, then yeah, maybe the AI will be more helpful to help other people. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm just talking about Claude in particular. Other AIs are much more like, they push you to do stuff. They'll be like, make a budget, wash your clothes and get all your stuff ready to go in the morning, so that way when you wake up, so they'll tell you to do like beneficial life improvement stuff. Not all of them are just going to be like, oh, you're a victim, oh, you've been oppressed by these big money people, because that's a bucket of crabs mentality. Like, I was watching a video the other day, and some guy, he had some good criticisms that he was talking about. It was one of those like death of capitalism type of videos, and so like, yeah, he had some legitimate criticisms, but he also at one point said like, oh, what does a person need with $1 billion? I could never spend $1 billion. Like, okay, you can say that, but I'm not gonna believe. Oh, cool, a bug. Look at that. It's like some kind of bee thing. I don't believe you. I wouldn't believe anyone. If anyone says to me, oh, I could not spend $1 billion, I'm like, I don't believe you. And maybe it's true. Maybe some people are that uncreative. Maybe I'm weird that I could spend $1 billion. I guarantee you I could spend $1 billion easily. It wouldn't last very long at all. I mean, if I actually had $1 billion, I would make investments, so I wouldn't just spend it all. I'd basically do what most people do, is make strategic stock investments and live off of the interest. But yeah, I would spend a lot of that $1 billion. I would buy lots of nice things. So anyone who says I could not spend $1 billion, I don't believe you. I think you're lying to the viewer, or you're lying to yourself, or I'm just suspicious. It's hard for me to have empathy with someone who would even say that, let alone if they actually believe that. Like, there's probably people who really do. There's probably people who, like, they internally think, they believe, they say, I could never use $1 billion. I could never spend $1 billion. There's probably people like that, and I'm just not one of them. And so that's just part of life, is like having to accept differences in people. Anyway, but yeah, getting back to this AI stuff and this victim complex stuff, it's like a bucket of crabs. And pulling other crabs down is not going to get you out of the bucket. Bullying people does not give you self-esteem. It's internally generated. And that's just the bottom line. And AI will only, and I think Tim said something like this, but like, the content that AI generates is only as good as the user's prompt. Like, it's not free will. It's not alive. It's only responding to what's given to it. So if you as an AI user are unable to give out good prompts, you will not get good feedback. You will not get good results with the AI. You have to learn how to prompt correctly. And bottom line, yeah, it's just literacy. You have to be visually literate. If you want to use visual AI, you have to be like technical, like literate, book literate. If you want to use a text-based AI, you have to be able, like I've seen AI make up words. I've seen AI make horrible misspellings, horrible grammatical mistakes. Sometimes it just throws in random characters that aren't even English letters. It just throws them in randomly in the middle of a perfectly lucid sentence. And that's how you can tell it's AI, because it has no understanding. It doesn't know or care or even get the implication of why I'm throwing in this random like Sanskrit or Arabic character in the middle of English text. It just puts it in because that's just what the statistical algorithm told it to, based on the prompt it was fed, because that's how these things work. And that's just the bottom line. You know, the AI is not it's not the end all. It's not gonna, you know, you can read all the relaxing ASMR prompts or whatever AI tells you to do, but fundamentally it's on you. Like the AI is not going to breathe for you. It's the AI might offer some suggestion of like, you need to stretch, you need to exercise more, you know, have a proper routine and sleep schedule and all that. But it's not going to, it can't force you to do that. The AI can't force you to like chill out and take a deep breath. Like that's on you. You actually have to be in control of your own life. And so I think that's about all I wanted to say. Yep, thank you for watching this long format video. Until next time, it's Kate Crash 2025 Kate Crash. Always a pleasure, and thank you for watching. Have a good day.